watching The Undertaker and Shawn
Ricky
Michaels.
the Dragon, Steamboat, Macho Man, Randy Savage.
WWE Shut Your Mouth was the best game ever.
WWF was just a little before its time.
TNA video game was so underrated.
The XFL really had potential. Could have been
growing up, the ruthless aggression era was it.
You are now watching WSN Watch Along, Series 2. Brought to you by the Wrestling Society Network on all socials and thewrestlingsociety.com.
Yeah, it's Monday and I'm dancing, which is terrible. Why do you guys let me dance? Well, every time I dance, you guys just let me do it. It's
Rusty, put that on the list.
Rusty, yes, put it on the list. My dancing's made the list. Oh, terrible. What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Hey.
Everybody doing well? Not
Doing
you,
well.
Lady, you keep your mouth quiet for a minute. I'm not talking to you yet. Guys, I'm just playing.
I'm playing with some either bruised ribs or cracked ribs or pulled muscles off the ribs, but I'm doing all right.
Rusty,
What are you playing, Rusty? What did you do?
Just steakhouse today doesn't mean that.
Matter of fact, it was happened at softball.
Ah.
Let's just say that the ground was a little rough and I tripped and I fell.
I just literally left the softball field. I left the softball field a game early to come here to get to talk to you two wonderful men and our guest tonight, the boss lady, I'm going to do it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it because I love it. The ma'am, the myth, the legend, the boss lady, Jessica Cumbers from Route 33. Let's hear it for her.
Thank you. Delighted to be here.
I have had the pleasure of having Jess on my podcast 3 times now, 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, a few times.
On Hit the Ropes. And you know what we do here, guys? We bring on people we like. We put them over because they have a great product or they are a great wrestler or they're a great person. And, Jess fits something along those lines somewhere. And she fits the product. She fits it under the great product. Route 33 in Spencer, West Virginia is home away from home for me. But I always describe Route 33 as, if you guys remember Varsity Blues, so you guys watched the movie Varsity Blues?
Yep.
So every Friday night, the town shut down and they went and watched the football game, right? Like there was nothing else going on. They went and watched, Bud Kilmer's Coyotes go murder people. Well, that's kind of what I feel like that's what Spencer is. Spencer shuts down right after Matlock goes off, and they all come to the wrestling event out there at the Armory, and it's freaking awesome. The people there are amazing. It feels they've accepted Troy and I as one of their own for whatever reason, because Troy's kind of a jerk. Kidding. It's me.
Poor Troy.
But poor Troy, exactly. You get one of those in every time we see each other.
I know.
It's true. But Spencer is a cool little town. I've called home away from home, and we've been wrestling there for a little over a year. It's been freaking awesome, and I wanted the world to know who she is and what she does there in Spencer with that bald-headed beautiful man of hers, Josh, who I absolutely love as well, who acts more like me than I think, and I think that's why me and him just kind of bounce off each other in the worst way. For everyone else, not for each other, for everyone else, it's terrible. So, Jess, what's going on? Tell us just give us a quick rundown because we got some of Jess's favorite matches from Route 33, which none were mine, by the way. I was real butthurt about that. So butthurt about that.
Let me throw a disclaimer out, and this is not just for Grappling Inc., but for anyone else that may be watching. As soon as you said 3 favorite matches, I was like, oh man, this is going to be so hard, and somebody's going to get their feelings hurt, and oh my God. There's been so many good matches, and I just could make a list of all of them, and we'd be here for the next 2 weeks watching them. So, but yeah, what's going on? So we are gearing up for our next event on September 6th at Spencer Armory, as always. We just had our first 2 match announcements come out tonight. We've got Tyler Grayson and Jordan Carlisle going up against each other, and then JMD and John D. Crazy Hillbilly. So those are our first 2.
Rusty, you and Mike, have you guys ever seen John D. Crazy Hillbilly? Have you guys watched the show that I had?
I saw your interview, and that was probably one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life.
It is. The way he got on the show by coming to my house and stealing my dog, so I would like come and talk to him, is the weirdest thing ever. My dog is still not recovered from that, by the way. It's really weird. But yeah, that feller he's something different. He's something different. He's something, but yeah.
So before we get into this, that show you said August 6th,
September
6th. I'm sorry. Is it going to be live somewhere to watch, or is it just going to be taped and watched later?
Just taped. We actually don't have live streaming capability down there just yet. There is Wi-Fi, but it is really, really weak. So, I mean, we're out in the woods here, so it's West Virginia. But yeah, it will be taped at some point, and it'll go up.
Nice. Rusty, just jump on a plane, come from Texas, and catch you a good wrestling. Mike, you too. You guys, I'll put you guys up for the night. You guys can, you guys can ride up with me. I always have a truck full, anyways. Come on up with me.
Okay.
Well, if you get the airfare too, I'll think about it.
Gosh, Dad, man.
I assume that you make Troy walk to the events anyway, so I'll just take his seat in the truck.
He's a Titan. What am I going to do, right? He's a Titan. That's what it is.
Hey, growing up down here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I'll ride in the back of the truck. I'm good at that.
Yep.
Full disclosure. Before we get started, I got this funny story. I went to a wrestling event recently where my truck was completely full, and one of my favorite people in the world was going, and I can't leave them out. So they volunteered to lay in the back of my truck for 2.5 hours. I have a cover on my truck. It's not like the big one that goes over that is level with the cab. It's like the flat one, and
it's called a camper shell. Yeah,
well, this one's it's a trifold that folds down. It's level with the cab, with the bed. That person laid in the back of my truck all the way down there and then whatever. But yeah, kudos, wonderful person. But yeah, so let's get started. So we're going to talk about.
Yeah, should we get started here? I don't know.
Mike, listen.
I'm trying to figure out.
You left and left me in charge. So you just let me.
I know.
Okay?
I'm trying to figure out how to make everything right and unbroxify it right now, and that is giving.
The only way to unbroxify is to be unbroxed.
So, while we're doing that, though, make sure you are subscribed to WSN on all social platforms. Leave a comment down below if you're watching right now. I'm sure Boss Lady would love to chat with you. Yeah. And make sure that you download the WSN app today for free on Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, and Apple TV, while I am desperately trying to buy for time here because my computer decided to not.
And the WrestlingSociety.com, too.
That, too. There it is. Okay. First match we have here seems to be Jeffrey John versus Riley Rose versus AJ Alexander. I'm assuming for some sort of champion because there's a C.
That is correct. Yeah. This was one of the first ones that popped into my head when I was told to come up with my top 3. Everything about this match was just so beautifully executed, and I'll let it speak for itself.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. So, for all those here in attendance and watching online, let's get ready.
So we do talk during these matches, Jess. A lot of times we get lost in our conversation because we're all products of ADHD. That's why we're here. So let's
try and turn that down a little bit just so we can hear everyone. Can everyone hear?
Yeah, I was just about to ask if we can go down just a little bit more.
Let's go down a little bit more. Not too far. There we go. That sounds good. Oh, God. What did I do? There we go.
There we go. Perfect.
Currently, Jeffrey John is the Route 33 heavyweight champion.
Open weight.
My bad. I apologize.
Yep.
So what is the can someone describe open weight to me? I'm assuming it's X division type. Anyone can challenge for the belt.
Yep, that's the way we're approaching it. It's just anything goes. Maybe not anything goes, but yes, anyone can challenge for it.
Now, when you say
It's-
anything goes, are people throwing dildos in the ring right now?
No, you guys ought to, maybe one of these days I'll have to film one of our pre-show meetings about
Okay.
where I yell at them because somebody inevitably asks a question like that, and then I shoot them with my Nerf gun and tell them, no, calm down.
That never happens. That never happens.
Family
No dumb
show.
questions ever asked. I will say that she's wrong. No dumb questions have ever been asked. And I will tell you this: I have never been a proprietor of one of those questions. I have never asked a dumb question in those meetings.
So, how many dumb questions has Brock asked at least in the past 6 months?
How much time you got? No, Brock's big sin is that he always stands in the corner where the GoPro camera is, and it's just like at that level. One of these days, maybe I'll edit a compilation and
Yeah.
privately
you-
share it.
Wait, you mean that your camera stand only goes 2 feet?
Listen.
Oh.
Oh, that was great. Listen, you know what? I'm just doing what any good red-blooded American would do. If there's a camera there that's eye level with the boulders, I think it's kosher to do that. That's what I think.
As long as it's not eye level with your boulders, that's good. But if it's with the boulder, then that's
it's the boulders.
No, it's
That's
with
the reason I get up
boulders.
there.
With
It's the
an S,
boulders. That's
plural.
why I get.
Oh God.
In his
Listen,
defense, he always apologizes first.
I did listen before I even get up in the corner. I look to her and go, "Sorry," and then I get.
At least
All right.
twice every show that happens.
I'm gonna say something. This is not mean. This
Okay.
is a very animated referee.
I thought you were going to say this is a very anorexic referee, Rusty, and that would have just been very.
Yes,
He was doing squats with the belt.
Yes,
Yes.
I got him on the Gatorade.
Oh my
gets
god,
better.
dude! I'm about to hate it.
it gets better.
And then when he goes bring the belt, he goes,
Oh yes, yes. Nate Wolf. Yes, he's very, very animated.
Unfortunately, we have a problem. Well, not we. Rusty has a problem on commenting on referees' weights, and we're trying to get him
Yeah,
help
I know
for
what
it.
it
We're
is.
trying to send him to one of those, what do you call that, sensitivity trainings, but
Oh yeah.
you know,
yeah.
it's hard.
Bring HR in. Yeah.
Stop calling people fat school. Yeah, it's terrible.
y'all did that. I did not.
Oh no, sir! Mike and I have never done that. We've never.
We have
questioned
video
nobody.
evidence. Actually, you know what? I went
Yes.
back and watched that video. I may have kind of initiated the first conversation, and then Rusty said something, but I will stick by it that Rusty calls referees fat asses. Anyway,
I did not,
That's a great-
I did not use the F word.
Jeez.
You did, yeah. I told you, boss lady, I told you that me and Mike, it's terrible. It's not a good thing to have me and Mike together. Mike,
Hey.
Rusty keeps me in pretty good check when it's just Rusty and I.
I've missed this.
But when there's two of us, it's terrible.
Oh, at least 2 count.
So this is
Into
the
a-
armory. The
Sharpshooter?
venue. I
Oh.
like the venue. I like the venue. It to me it screams old school because it's at an armory. That's a lot of those first independent shows. I mean, when you go to an old town, it's not very big. Most of them have armories for whatever reason, and that's where you went to watch wrestling, and it's got that feel to it.
Is that Mike Santana?
That's
Um,
the GoPro corner that usually has the boulders.
See, I like these arenas because when I went to the first independent one down here, when the guys were on the top rope and they jump off, I thought they were going to hit the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
Funny story about this place is they recently got big, and honestly, this is not me cussing. They recently got big ass fans because that's what they're called. That's the name of the fans. It's big ass fans. That's what
The
they're called.
company name is Big Ass Fans. Yes,
And
they are
they're-
big ass fans.
They're big ass fans, and they're all in the building now. And is there one of the matches with the fans in it tonight? I don't think there is. Is there?
Yeah, I think.
There's-
Well,
okay.
I have to look at my posters.
Anyways, they're huge fans, and like that's one of the pre-show meetings is stay away from the fans. And I'm like, damn, that's a cool spot.
Faster kick.
Can I not like launch Troy into a fan and have him grab onto it and swing it around? And,
I don't think he would grab onto it. I think he would be chopped into hamburger meat pretty quickly.
with that kind of negativity, you would, but I have faith in Troy.
Oh.
So, how many people does this seat up to?
Up to, honestly, I don't know. We usually insure it for about 350 to 400. We have not made those numbers yet by any means.
Right.
Realistically speaking, I'd say 350-ish. probably. It's a really nice space, and they've recently renovated it. They installed the fans, they repainted everything, they installed acoustic paneling, so it helps with the sound a little bit. So it's a really good space, and we've been really grateful to have it. The city's been very gracious in letting us come down there and cause a little bit of chaos and excitement. So
the city really gets behind it too. Like they share the post of all the wrestling stuff, and it's like they've made it their own little thing too. It's really cool. And I will say this: the numbers, since Troy and I first wrestled there in March of 24 for the first time ever, and ever since then, I feel like the numbers have grown. It has nothing to do with me and Troy. That's not what I'm saying. But I do think that the numbers have grown.
No, you're right. It just has everything to do with you. Right?
Yeah.
Not me and Troy. It's just
they
me.
were the the missing ingredient. Yeah.
Rusty, were you going to say something?
You know,
Now,
hang on.
y'all call this the Armory. Is it on a Army Reserve base, or is it just the name of the building?
Formerly, it was a National Guard base, and it closed down. I don't know what year it was, but they kept. Obviously, the city owns the building, and they just started renting it out for event space. So.
Take that off your fucking head.
I am not taking this off. I am not taking this crown off for two reasons. Number one, we're the reason. I'm the reason. And number two, this belonged to Dylan McQueen, who is my favorite person on this planet. So I'm going to wear it.
Lame.
I love Dylan.
Oh man.
No, the reason why I asked that because I grew up. My dad was in the National Guards, and I grew up in the armories and stuff. That's why I was asking.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to break this news about the boss lady if she allows me to, and if I say something wrong, then I'm probably going to be losing my title, whether we want to or not.
Can I please come down and strip him of it if you do that?
Never come down and ask to strip me, because the answer is always yes. All right, so here's what I'm going to say. The boss, I told you it's off the chain. Stop it. The boss lady has had a match in her life.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
And recently has showed a little bit of interest in knocking the rust off of the machine that is the boss lady inside the ropes.
The machine. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Yeah, that's. I'll spare the lore for now, but yeah, the knocking off of the rust is something I'm interested in. Been taking small baby steps towards doing. I have some plans for the future, not to be revealed just yet. But yeah, and I will say, shout out to Brox and Troy and AOG in general for helping me kind of start that process. They came down early to the show. When was it? Last month. What is time? I'm confused. And yeah, I thought I was gonna die. They put me through. If we weren't even in there that long, it was so hot in there. But it was a good confidence boost, and it's yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys bring down next month.
You say that now. In the air conditioning, you say that now.
Oh God, yeah, I know.
I will say this: it was a great confidence boost for us, anyways. And you said this to me privately, and I'm going to say this out loud. I don't really care. It's not really pulling back too much. You said to me, "I seen what you were talking about." You like right before we left. You said I seen what you were talking about. It clicked. Yep. And I was like, wow, cool. That is the coolest thing to hear whenever you're going over stuff with people. Yeah, boy, get that drop kick right in the back of the head.
That needs a receipt. Jeez.
Yeah, so I will say that the three that are competing in this match, AJ Alexander, Riley Rose, and Jeffrey John, I would largely consider them some of the best and the brightest in Route 33 history. All three of them now, looking at this match, have or do have the openweight championship. And so I guess that's one of the reasons this is one of my favorite matches. It was a little bit of foreshadowing to have the three of them in there battling it out for that championship. And they really did a good job. I really think they did. Yeah.
Now, can you guesstimate how much does the referee weigh?
Depends on the referee. If you're talking about Smarty Marks, A lot less. I cannot say for certain.
Actually, if you help me welcome, I have actually full-size Smarty Marks in the audience with me tonight. He's here.
What a coincidence.
Wait, what's he doing there too? What's going on here? How is he in two places
Oh my
at
gosh.
once?
Smarty Mark.
There's two of them.
Luckily, Joshua is upstairs, so he can't hurt
Oh,
Smarty
yeah.
Marks.
Yeah,
He's gonna see this and
he
come
gets-
straight down and like.
He gets uber jealous over Smarty. And it's a good thing the real Smarty's here with me and not there, really.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is full-size Smarty Marks. If you can't
Bro,
tell.
you got to tell me one of those.
Listen,
Yeah,
all I got to do is
some
holler
of
at
Smarty
Smarty. He'll get you one. Smarty Marks, for the record, is one of the best independent referees there is out there.
We've seen him a couple times.
Trained here at the Art of Grappling. And takes it all very serious and does an amazing job. So shout out to
I'll
Smarty.
take them all around and take pictures with it.
Did Mr. McCumbers just come in the room?
He's standing in the doorway looking very menacing.
Well, then let him in. Let him in.
His appearance.
Let him in. Mr. McCumbers, please come in.
Make an appearance.
I love you, Mr. McCumbers.
Stole Smarty from me.
He's gonna go do vile things to him. I know for sure.
I
know
get
that.
no peace.
I know him.
I get no peace.
He's gonna do vile things to Smarty. He's done vile things to Smarty in person too. Just to be fair, just so you guys know.
That is how. Anyway.
Yeah.
So this match.
Yes. Anyway, back to the match.
Told you.
Honestly, this has been one of the best three-ways that we've seen so far.
Yeah, and I was just on OnlyFans. So question for you: do we have this was in 2022, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So how old or how long has Route 33 been around? I should ask.
Legally, since 2017, our first event was in 2018.
Nice.
And then I guess if you cut out all of 2020 when COVID was going on and nobody was doing anything, we've been active for 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you the original owner, or did you take over for somebody else?
I am the original owner. Yep. I got the idea to start this back in 2017. I got injured, unrelated to wrestling, and had enough downtime to kind of piece it together. And what I think is, I think I did it right. That's a whole other piece of lore. Now, you were talking about an animated referee. Here's a good spot for that.
Here we go.
Also, what you don't see is me behind the camera going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, don't die.
Oh.
Whoa.
Let me throw this out there to piggyback off what you said earlier. When she says she thinks she's done it right, she's nailed it down to perfection. There's no I that's not dotted, no T that's not crossed. When you walk in the door, you know what you're doing, you know where you're at, you know whatever you need to know everything. Without pulling the curtain back, you know everything that needs to happen. Weeks in advance, there are. I'm sounding really dumb because I'm not gonna say I don't read them, obviously, because I do, but you get alerts and message about how everything, just through text, and there's a group message, and she's on top of you about promos, and she's the freaking boss lady, man. Everything is, like I said, there's not an I or T that's not dotted or crossed, and it is very nice to walk in and know exactly what's going on, and not walking in here. You walk up, try to find a promoter, like, how much time we got? Yeah, whatever. I don't give a shit. Not there. It's on a whiteboard, and by God, that's what it is. So it's very good, and she has a great crew that helps her. I'm not gonna name them out because Kafab and all, but she has a great crew that helps her out there, and a great support system, and the locker room's always really cool.
So you said you was behind the camera. You behind this camera, or
I am. I'm behind the static cam right there. That's where I spend the show, and cueing the sound guy, John Collins, who is the man, and running the cameras and making sure the GoPro hasn't died, and changing out the batteries for the roaming cam as we go along. So it's many different hats sort of situation, but very stressful, but I love it.
He's usually standing to the left of where this camera is, and that far turnbuckle the far left turnbuckle is the turnbuckle where the camera is, and I'm always looking back towards the stage at her and doing this.
Sorry.
So
then
how
bam,
did
over.
you get the idea for Route 33, and also related to the injury that you said that you got? I heard that Billy Corgan comes and attacks independent promoters to kind of rule the independent scene. Is that true?
I can assure you that wasn't the case.
Okay.
I guess the inspiration for Route 33, I started kind of getting involved in wrestling in 2014. If we go back a little bit further than that, I had gone to the International Stunt School in Seattle, Washington for a month. And as I was flying home, I get a text from my friend, and he was like, "Hey, I know a guy that owns a ring, and it's not that far from you. You should come check it out. This might be kind of up your alley." And so I did, and kind of got bit by it. And it was very unofficial, very loose, inconsistent, very basic training, learning from people who learned by doing it. So fast forward a few years, we acquired a ring, and there was a little bit of a falling out with some of the people in the original group that we trained with. And that's kind of where I got my fuel from. I was like, man, the argument was about what's the best way that we could possibly run a promotion if we were going to. And at this point, I had graduated college. I went to the University of the Arts in Philadelphia, so I knew about entertainment. I had some certifications of learning how to run a business from St. Clair University. And so there was a lot of disagreement about that. And those disagreements kind of devolved into low blows, we'll say. And so I finally kind of said, well, I'm going to take my ball and go home. I'm going to start my own thing, and I'm going to show them. And then we did. But the downtime, the injury that happened, completely unrelated to wrestling. I was walking to the store, and I got hit by an SUV and snapped my femur in half. And it really sucked because I felt like I was just kind of starting to get my legs under me with the very basics of wrestling, getting comfortable. So all of that was kind of like wiped out in a second. I was on the couch for 6 months. But during that time is when all the paperwork got filed. We kind of sat down. I figured out the structure, how I wanted to run things, who I wanted to book, because at that point, a lot of the people that I had been very loosely training with had been going to indie shows and like doing these bookings. And so I was seeing that not in the ring, but from the standpoint of like, I know what these people are doing behind the scenes. And I would hear stories about, oh, this promoter didn't pay me, or, you know, we'd be on the way to the show and I would see like one tiny little poster board with Sharpie on it saying like wrestling with an arrow. And I kept sort of like a checklist, I guess, in my mind of like, if I was going to do this, I would do it this way instead of the way they're doing it. And like, why is it such a problem that promoters don't pay their talent? Like, why don't you have the money up front? You know, why are we always relying on the gate when there's not enough advertising to go around to really show that you're going to have a good crowd to pay your people, you know?
Right.
So I took all of that I learned just by attending indie shows and talking to people that I knew that were wrestling at the time, and said, okay, we're going to do it differently. And that's kind of how it came about.
Well, I will tell you this. If you need get the word out, you got a free platform on the Wrestling Society Network.
Thank you so much. Seriously.
Yeah, send anything over, because I do the news, and we're always promoting indie shows on there. So anything you got coming up,
awesome. I will definitely do that.
The other thing is stop telling people you pay your talent, because I've been telling Troy for years that you just don't pay us. So don't if you don't mind if you can just kind of kick back a little bit and retract that and be like,
hey, at least you haven't done what John D did and get on another podcast and say that I pay him in pizza and then I make him walk home. That is not true. He's out here telling lies. Oh, there's Smarty Marks.
Smarty Marks.
Now,
A. Dick Vickers. Didn't we see the guy before somewhere?
I'm sure we have. He's worked for him and his talent, for lack of a better term. I mean, that's probably the best way I can say it. He's a talent for sure. He's got a talent of keeping his hair one color. Him and Nick Hamrick are a thing, and they work for FTC a lot.
That's right.
They're FTC and our grappling. So
I will say
talk about animated. Dick Vickers.
First of all, I call them Nick and Dick playfully. I will say this, even though they're both massive pains in the butt, I will say they show up on time. And Nick Hamrick is a talent. He's a talent.
Talented asshole. So I call him Nick and Dick as well. But Rusty, Mikey, this is what you might remember these two from. Do you remember when Troy was on the show and we were talking about having a Dick Vickers in a cage above the ring and was going to have a Dick in a Box match?
Yeah, Dick in a Box match. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the same show that Titty Boy was on.
Titty Boy. Wait. Boss Lady, you know Titty Boy, by the way. I forgot about Titty Boy is what Rusty calls
No, that was me. That was I will 100%. I will not let Rusty take the fall for that.
Mikey calls Lover Boy Timothy Flowers.
I knew you were going to say that.
See,
I love
they put words in my mouth.
Timothy. I love Timothy. If he's watching, he's amazing.
Yes.
He's a great guy. Love him to death. But before I met him on the show, we watched one of his matches, and I said, "My God, where is a brawl for that man?" And then Rusty called the referee fat, and then we got the lowest ratings we ever had. Watch along.
No, I did not say the F word.
Watch Along was canceled forever.
I'm gonna be Bill Clinton. I did not say the F word.
I did not say.
Well, listen. We might have got the lowest viewings we ever did, but I'm correct me if I'm wrong. But at some point, didn't we hold the live view record on this show in like our third time out or something like?
Yeah, until Bear got Ricky and Carrie fucking Morton on the show, and then here we are.
Well, listen, I'm about to break that.
Hey,
I'm going to break that with hitting ropes very soon.
Hey, I got something about that. We can get Ricky Morton on the air if we have to.
Let's get.
We've got connections.
Well,
Can we watch his WWE stuff?
Lord.
Now, when you say you're getting injured, do you get now since you're healed? Do you get physical in the ring at all, or do you do anything inside the ring right now, or no?
Not right now specifically. Like Brock said before, I have had one match, and there was a lot of work building up to that because it's not just. I do have some physical limitations. I would say I'm about 85%, but the knee is messed up. So there was a lot of therapy and a lot of gym time and stuff to kind of support that. But a lot
I thought
of
more like an owner or a GM, and you kind of get just pushed here and there, just nothing real bad, but just get pushed around a little bit. Or
yeah, actually, now that you mention it, back in March, a guy named Michael Anthony gave me a power slam. Yeah, he sucks. I don't know if he's watching or not. He probably is. He's a bully. So yeah, that was the last. I think the last time I was kind of really pushed around. So yeah, but a lot of the recovery and stuff is mental too. Like once you've been hit by an SUV going 40 miles an hour, like it can be a little difficult to take a bump. It's a little bit traumatic. So that's something we're working on. But
or a Cadillac when you're 3 years old. Just for the record, I just
you jump right in there. You do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Are you saying
I will
hit
say,
a Cadillac going at 30 miles an hour? Or
when I was 3, I got hit by a Cadillac. Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant you hit the Cadillac.
At 3, I wouldn't have done anything to it. Now I'd probably kill it. Hey, correct me. I can't remember who. Michael Anthony. That I've covered. He's a douche nugget. He was a champion at Route 33. He carried a belt for a long time. What was he a champion? What was? Oh man, Boss Lady, help me here. You're the owner.
He wasn't by himself either, was he?
Right.
There was
no,
two
he was a
physical title belts.
What would you call that if there was 2 titles and you were a team? What would that be called? That was like a
and you would tag to get in, right?
Tag, right? Yes.
A
cuck fest.
Wow.
That's a whole other show.
This is not Patreon, bud. Whoa.
Shit, I forgot we're not on Patreon. Damn it.
Hey, save that for your Watch Along After Dark show.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's happening.
Yeah.
Me and Mike are really, me and Mike. Ooh.
Anyways, stay tuned, everyone.
Back to me making fun of Michael Anthony. He was a tag team champion with Hero Napier, and I can't remember. I don't remember, or I do, and I want to hear it out loud from someone else. Who did he lose that title to? Those titles to? What? He was no longer a champion. I can't remember who it was. I don't. For the life
Brandon
of me.
Dempsey?
Can I remember?
Was it them?
Evander Holyfield.
That's a really
Wow.
cool shirt design, by the way.
Hey, listen, kudos to the girl. She designed it. I come up with the idea. Oh, girl designed it. And
Nice.
listen, shameless plug here. She does graphic art things. She does graphics
I do.
and video packages and
Brooks.
all
Okay.
kinds of stuff. And absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's not free, as it shouldn't be, but it is worth every penny. So I'll let her talk about that in a little bit. But yes, this design is straight from the brainchild of the boss lady. I gave her an idea. I said, I ain't gonna tell you what I said because I think Disney might burn my house down. But you can clearly see where it came from. And it's yes, and I gave her that, and she ran with it, and it's awesome now.
Yeah. Also, go to the Wrestling Society Facebook page and post that you do graphic for all the wrestlers that are on there. May contact you and get you some business that way.
Absolutely. I'm taking notes so I don't forget.
Back to the
And
match.
it's all free advertisement.
Yeah,
Free is
that's
the
all
best
free.
price.
Free. Just go on there and get your stuff over.
Yeah, so Nick
So-
Hamrick and Jeffrey John. You may see a pattern here. This is the second match that Jeff is in. He is our open weight champion right now. And he's done a fantastic job even before he got the championship. But like I said, he's the champion. What am I supposed to say? Oh, he sucks, but he has the belt. It's whatever. No.
that's what you said when Michael Anthony was one half of the tag champions.
Yeah, I guess that is kind of true.
Brock, would you ever go for the open weight title, Brox? Maybe leave Troy off to the side a little bit. And...
Mike,
Don't
listen,
let him say that.
listen. I am fully committed to Grappling Inc. and Titan Troy, 100%.
Mhm.
And our focus is to win every piece of gold we can get our hands on, and keeping every piece of gold we have. Now,
With that said,
Okay,
And
Mercedes.
at any point, when it is the opportunity presents itself without hurting Troy, I absolutely would.
here I have an idea.
So you're saying if you went for a single title in a different promotion, Troy would be sad.
Probably.
I'm not going to say that. Troy and I both have carried single titles in this promotion here while we were tag champions and while we weren't tag champions. So I'm just saying I'm not going to be mad if he has a chance to win a singles title, that he should. He's phenomenal. And I feel like he would say the same about me. So
Well, here's
with
what
that being
you
said,
do. If you win the open weight championship, then when he gets tired of you holding it, you just let him pin you, and you guys can trade it back and forth and defend it. When
yeah,
you're
it's like open Freebird rules.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're not gonna let him do the finger poke of death on you.
maybe. Although I feel like there's been times Troy would just be like, tell me he's gonna do the finger poke and then kick my head clean off my shoulders and be like, my bad, dog. And then pin me. We had one of those moments Saturday, just so you know.
Oh Lord.
Okay, I'm gonna say something about the video. This is one of the best video produced shows that we've watched so far.
Thank you. I work really, really hard on putting the videos together. It takes a lot of time, but it is also one of my favorite things to do. So,
Quick shout out to the roaming cam person here. I feel like, or is it
let me
in
see
this
who that-
video? Is it?
Oh,
who I
it's
think?
it's
No.
not. It's not who you think it is.
Oh,
Well,
then I don't care.
I'll shout her out. That's Jess Fisher. She's usually the one that runs our merch table for us. She's also like such a go-getter, and she sees problems before they happen, and she helps us with the ticket table, and she does everything for us. She's kind of like she saved my life a bunch of times.
you know what she does more than anything, guys? She helps me spend my money at the merch table because I buy it and then I wear it to the ring and then I give it away to someone. That's what she helps me do.
She's very good at that. She's
Yes.
very good at that.
This last show was the first show that Troy and I was not set at. Our merch table wasn't sitting next to the Route 33 merch table, and I was able to keep some of my money. So yes, thanks for that. We really appreciate that actually.
So speaking of merchandise, is there anywhere online people can go and get stuff?
Right now, all we have is a Teespring shop, which honestly hasn't been updated in quite some time, but there's lots of stuff on there, t-shirts and anything you can imagine. Right now, the stuff that we sell at our shows is not available online. There's separate designs up online. And we actually, oddly enough, we have a QR code at our merch table for our Teespring shop. So if you come to the show, you can also access it there. But
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. Did you just lean down to spray your hair? You
well, I did. Listen, it dries out and it looks like this. Like when it dries out, it looks crazy. This is what it looks like, Mike. This is why I spray my hair. Look at
I
this.
love you so much.
oh my
Look
god.
at this.
Leave it. Leave it.
What?
Who cares? Leave it up.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You're
You
gonna
look like
ruin the
Troy
day.
now with the
This is,
mohawk.
I was say, this is my tribute to Titan Troy right now. Here you go,
I
Troy.
love
If you're
it.
watching, bud.
Do it.
There you
it
go.
is.
It looks great. I hope your camera freezes.
Oh my gosh! Like I get out of this. I come through my house the other day with wet hair. I just dropped it all down. It was all like emo in front of my face, and my daughter was like, "No,
No. Put
go
it
fix it right now." Fix
Oh,
it.
great cutter.
Oh yeah.
That's beautiful.
Put it back up.
Yeah, Jeff's cutter is perfection. It really is. And I remember the first time he did that was in a match. Well, I don't know if it was the first time he did it. It was the first time he did it here. Oh, there goes A. Dick Vickers getting ejected. By the way, if you watch any of these videos with the sound all the way up, apologies in advance because I'm usually screaming and carrying on. And I swear to God, next show I will have microphones to where that doesn't happen. But yeah, the first time he did that cutter or something similar was in a match against AJ Alexander, and he did a springboard cutter, and it was incredible. It was amazing.
Wow.
Jeff's really great. And I also don't want to like only talk about Jeff because Nick is also really fantastic. And I've said this before, maybe this is kind of pulling the curtain back a little bit. Running shows is very stressful. Anyone who has ever been involved knows. But the second Nick and Dick walk through the doors, it's sort of like a weight goes off my shoulders. I know I don't have to chase them down. I don't have to tell them what to do. I know they're going to do a good job and put on a good show. So
It's also because she fibbed earlier when she said they're always on time. That, ma'am, was bullshit.
That's true. They're not always on time.
That was total bullshit.
But they're never terribly late. How about that? They're fashionably late.
Better. That's better. And then my favorite part is how Nick Hamrick walks into every room in any locker room. He's got his Versace or whatever it is bag with his stuff in it, with his suit, so he can carry his suit in. And he's got his Versace bag carrying in. He's always dressed like he's about to. He dresses like a guy that just found $1,000. And he didn't know what to do with it. Like, I don't know. I wish what he would use that $1,000 for was to go to a salon and get his hair fixed the right way. Because I'm telling you, that Just for Men crap he's doing in his bathroom is not fooling anybody, Nick Hamrick. We all know.
Rusty just sent me a photo and it's hilarious.
Oh, no.
What is it? What is
Brock,
it?
you only sent me two videos.
I sent you 3, sir. But I will send you a third.
Is it the Gary Gandy?
That is the one.
All right.
Oh gosh, did Brock send more than just 2? Wow, look at that.
No, I had to go to the original thing you sent me to find it.
I didn't say where I sent it or when I sent it. I just said I sent 3, sir.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, I will say this match was the first one that popped into my head when he said, what are we even looking at?
Did Rusty screenshot my hair?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I love it. It'll be a t-shirt for sale on the Wrestling Society Network next week. If Brady gets a hold of that, that's going to be a t-shirt.
Right.
That's going to take place. That picture going to take place to that one.
There we go.
Let's go full emo with it. So if my
attractive.
daughter's watching, she can. Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that doesn't work for me, brother. I guess nothing
Lord.
works for him anymore.
Wow.
Oof.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Jeez.
Okay, so let me give a preface to this match. Oh Lord, that was distracting. So I don't even know if I can recover from that. Okay, so this was our third event, and we had really spaced stuff out. So this we ran the year before. We did 2 events, and then the following year we were going to expand to 3 and so on. And so I was really excited because we invited Chris LaRusso to come down and talk to our crowd. This was shortly after his time in Ring of Honor. And at this time, we had been having issues with Gary Gandy, who at this point was champion. I had suspended him for kicking a referee in the face, and he showed up and kind of interrupted the festivities. And at this point, I had just been behind the desk, signing the checks, whatever. And unfortunately, Mr. Gandy decided to make the regrettable choice of putting his hands on me. And that was the start of a 2-year-long feud between he and I. But I'll let the rest speak for itself. This is probably my favorite match, though, in Route 33 wrestling history. Hey, that's me.
Oh, your hair is so long. Wow.
I know.
I'm not used to seeing that at all.
Most notably at Ring of Honor back in 2017 when he was in the Top Prospect Tournament, which is absolutely huge. We're very, very excited.
I had no idea what I was doing with my hands there.
Will Ferrell from Talladega.
Don't worry. I'm Italian. It just naturally happens for some reason. I'm just talking and I'm like...
I think Mike, I just had a thought of it. One of my stupid questions one time in the meetings.
What's that?
She was talking about hard cam. And I let her get through her whole spiel, and I raised my hand and I said, "Hey, what's a hard cam?" I just really, what a douche! Come on, Gary. My goodness.
How can Gary Gandy come out to Skillet of all bands and do this horrible, horrible stuff?
Dang. I will say he has since changed his ways, and also, hopefully, I'm not sharing too much. He's actually coming back from an injury, a torn bicep right now. Things are looking better for him, though. So I was not impressed.
I was indeed not impressed.
That doesn't impress me much.
That
don't impress.
Just call me Shania Twain.
And what year was this one?
2019, March of 2019.
Oh, laying the wall down.
You needed your Nerf gun.
I know. Oh, dang. That would have been nice.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh. Hey, look, here comes Chris LaRusso with his awesome jacket.
Love the jacket.
Oh, bro.
Now, I'm going to say, if Chris LaRusso jumps out this ring, I'm going to be real mad. Because one of the things in the meeting, that she always says is, no dives.
Well, to be fair, this was before the no dives rule, and I will tell you later why we started the no dives rule.
You've told me the story. But one of my favorite things to do is throw Troy. Like, if anybody that watches us, is my favorite thing to do is throw Troy out of the ring onto people. And I have not got to do that yet.
Yeah.
You know what? That's technically not a dive.
It's technically a throw.
It's a yeet.
It's a throw.
It's a yeet. Rusty grabbed the yeet title.
I'm going to break the rules. I'm going to ask for forgiveness, not permission. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm gonna.
No, what you need to learn, Brox, is the LWO rope throw.
The what?
The LWO rope throw.
Where they Joaquin Phoenix on the rope and they kind of slingshot him out.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
My luck is I would miss my target with throwing Troy and end up in Larry's front or Larry's
Oh,
lap.
not Larry.
I know, right? There's one fan that brings a megaphone. He brings a megaphone
And a whiteboard.
Yeah, a megaphone and a whiteboard.
So there's my U title.
Oh, I love that. So basically, we gave Gary an ultimatum. He wanted to show up and cause problems. So I said, well, you can hop in the ring with LaRusso, or I can strip you of the title. And I said, if LaRusso wins, he's going to get a shot at that title at the next event. So he was, Gary was being a little chicken about it because, he's all big and tough, talks a lot of smack. And then.
So is that your title that he's holding? Or is it another promotion?
It was ours at the time, yeah. That title has since been retired. We replaced it with the Openweight Championship.
Oh, nice. So you don't have so the world champion is the Openweight champion?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's sweet.
Currently, they are running a tournament, and the finals will be in September for a new title.
Why did that other security guy just look at him? Why didn't he try and help his other security friend?
Hard to say.
Oh, Rusty, anything to say about this referee? Or?
Hey. Well, I'm a big guy too.
Oh my God. So this match, up to this point, I don't think I had seen the crowd this electric at this point. There's a lot of really good back and forth in this match and a lot of good technical wrestling and a lot of showmanship. And I think that this match specifically raised the bar for everyone else moving forward. And since then, LaRusso's a top talent.
I was going to ask, besides Brock's, what's some of the other mainstream kind of talent you had come through?
We had Robbie E on our first event. That was kind of a thing. We don't do a whole lot of names. We've had Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger was here last September. Did a seminar, wrestled Nick Hamrick. That was another match I was considering sending. I really couldn't decide. Next time I'm on, we'll do that one. I'm trying to think. I'd have to go through and look at all of my posters.
Was Robbie E in the full Robbie E TNA thing, or did he have his longer hair that he has now?
No, it was the full TNA deal. And it was crazy. He was a very last minute booking. He actually hit me up. I think it was sort of like, oh, there's a new promotion. Let me go down there kind of thing. He brought a couple people with him. CPA was with him, as well as, oh gosh, he's going to hate me. I'm forgetting his name. I'll think of it. Bobby Orlando. So it was an interesting group of people in that car, and it ended up being a really random tag match. It was Robbie E and Gary Gandy against King Kalua and somebody else. So it was interesting. It was a good match. It was enjoyable.
Sounds like a good first event.
It was a weird first event. We had no idea what we were doing. This one was a lot better. I like to say the first year, which if you can call it that, the first two events were just a big experiment. And even then, still here, we were still figuring out what worked and what didn't. And but this was a really good show. I remember going home at 1 a.m, and normally I would just be pass out as soon as I get home. I could not sleep. I was so hyped for how well this event went, especially this match.
Yeah, this crowd seems pretty hot.
Yeah, they were very hot for this.
And it looked like you about 150 there?
Roughly, yeah.
Say hi to the camera.
Yep. I think that was the first show that we had the GoPro camera set up too, so.
I have since stolen that idea. when we run here, when we run the shows here at school, I have one in the corner as well.
That's good.
Do you usually see a lot of the same audience like regulars, or do you have new people all the time?
There are a lot of regulars, but there also are a lot of new people. The new people generally come from this area, though. A lot of the regulars come from out of town, like Larry and his family. I forget where he said he was. I want to say Clarksburg, which is a couple hours away. Sorry, Larry, if you're watching and I got that wrong. But they come from out of town. They saw our ads on Facebook and they showed up. And they showed up to literally the worst show that we have ever held. It was in June of 2022. We had like 30 people there. It was a disaster. It was so bad. But I'm glad he stuck around because things have gotten way, way better since. So.
For the record, Mike, I was not there before you say it.
It's true. He wasn't.
Long before my time.
Now, when you sell tickets, do you sell VIP sections?
We used to do that. We don't do that anymore. We try to keep it simple. We do tickets at the door, but then we do a discount pre-sale. We've teamed up with Smoker Friendly here in town. They're just down the road from us, and they sell paper tickets. And then we do pre-sale online, a limited number. And basically, those people get in first. Actually, most people do pre-sale. So, we try to keep it accessible to everybody, and people sit where they want anyway. So the seats are first come, first serve. And everybody seems to like it pretty well.
Yeah, because there's a promotion down here that I go to. They're VIP tickets. They get a table and they bring them food and everything. So that's why I didn't know.
I would love to do something like that. If I end up with enough people in concessions to help me with that, then yes, absolutely.
Oh, no, the food is it's plated food. It's not concession stand food.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's like full-blown nice. I like that.
Yeah, I think they had pork roast and some vegetables. Bring a plate out to them, and they can eat it while they're watching.
Wow. Not me writing down more ideas.
There you go, Brox. Get your ass in the kitchen.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, listen, I don't want to be the best wrestler in the card and the best cook in Spencer. So,
and the best cook, the best wrestler, the best cook, and the best server, all in one.
Yeah, like a pork roast or just a beef roast and vegetables. They ain't very expensive.
Listen, if I'm cooking it, Slim Jims and some peas. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm gonna be in the kitchen, man.
Fried spam and freaking.
Listen, at work, my boss smoked spam the other day, and I had it, and I'm just going to tell you.
No, you couldn't give me enough money in the world to do that.
Hey,
I didn't know what it was, and I ate it, and it was good.
I grew up on spam and mac and cheese.
Look how he turned out. I'm never eating spam again. I'm just kidding.
And I still eat it to this day.
Also, because I haven't been on Watch Along in so long, what's with the silver-haired fox thing?
That's Brox's idea.
Look at him. Look at him.
That.
He's a silver-haired fox. Look at this. Look at him. He's got the gold and the silver in his goatee there. Look at him. That's a handsome son of a bitch right there.
Rusty, you and I should start training so we could take on Brox in a handicap match.
Listen, if one of you guys are
my dream is to take a wrestling bump and run the ropes. I would love that.
I've told you guys, come on down. All jokes aside, if you guys ever make it to the school, whatever you want to do, I will show you. Make fun of me as much as you want. I do have a vouch on air that can tell you that I am a pretty decent trainer.
I know you are.
Well, I will tell you this. I'm going to work on something. The other night, my daughter said she wants to do something special for her 21st birthday in January. So I might save up the money and we might fly up there.
Come on. Always welcome. Family, always welcome. Let's go.
Oh, nice. Rolling cutter there.
Like I said, this raised the bar for everybody. This match did. It was creative. It was smooth. It was technical. It was beautiful. And the crowd loved it. And that's Jeffrey John. I just noticed on the roaming cam.
Yeah, you got to pay your dues at Route 33. You got to do all the small stuff before you can make it there.
I don't you can't just walk on the show and be handed a title.
No, but I really like the traffic cones and yellow chains. I really like that. That's awesome.
Gosh.
Also, I will say this about our crowd. This match makes me think of it. I oftentimes say in our pre-show meetings, like, this is not a wrestling town, so keep it simple. And that doesn't mean throw away story. That doesn't mean, throw away the details or, don't do a good job. But a lot of these kids and their families are there to see people do flips. They're there to see strong people smack the crap out of each other. They're there to see somebody bring chairs in the ring. A lot of the times they're not going to be interested in the finer details that somebody who, attends shows on a regular basis in like Pittsburgh or Indiana would be interested in. And a lot of these people are new, so they're not following the stories. So, a lot of people are just bringing their families to see crazy people beat the crap out of each other. And so this match, I think, did a good job of that, entertaining that specific group of like little kids who maybe have not ever been to a wrestling show before. They see the spectacle of it, but they're also seeing a very clear, sequence of events and who is who in the match, and tells the story and does a good job. And this is absolutely hands down my favorite match that we've ever done. And the crowd went crazy for it.
No, yeah, I was before we went on the air. I was talking about that WWE Unreal. Cody Rhodes' daughter think he goes dancing.
He dances in the ring.
Yeah, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
he does. He does, because it is a dance partner that's across from you. I will say to piggyback on what she said, that's one of the reasons that Troy and I started walking around in the crowd before the show started, because they're not a typical wrestling fan base. And we kind of thought, listen, let's, instead of like going to the ring and introducing ourselves in the ring, which is what you're supposed to do, we have the luxury to kind of be allowed to mingle and have fun with the crowd. And he and I always try to find ways to do that. We've got, there's a couple little girls that are always like so excited to see us, and we always got to try to find them. And that's how it started. Then we started just walking around and doing stupid crap with the fans. And I stood on a chair last time with Larry's megaphone and was like, why would he make me a megaphone? This is a terrible idea. And just had a good time. Fans love it. It was a good time. And that's what they like. They like the interaction. They're not typical wrestling fans, but they want the flippy. They want the big power moves. They want the big punches, the big smacks and stuff like that. But they want you to interact with them. They want you to they want to be involved as you are. And the more that you can do that, the more that, last time we were there, I took Timothy Flowers' shirt and put it on in the middle of the freaking match. And they were just, they were talking to me about it, like, and just, I bet that thing smells. I was like, it does. Like, and they just they eat that crap up. They love it, man. And that's the best part. That's why I love Spencer. I love Route 33. They have become home for Troy and I, and a lot of the AOG guys have been making their way down there. Destiny, one of our trainees here, is the roaming cam person, has been for the last probably 4 or 5 shows.
She's
does
excellent.
a great job. Yeah, does a great job. She's a wrestler. She loves the business, and she knows where to be and what to do. And we've got to take Caleb Throne, Jordan Carlisle. Jordan Carlisle's going to be back there this next one. Lockhart Ross has been there. Caleb Throne, Timothy Flowers, Chris Ringrose has been there. I'm pretty sure. No, he wasn't, was he?
No, he wasn't.
Did he go one other time? I thought he went out one other time. Maybe not. Who else we had down there? That's from the Art of Grappling. Sarah Bubbles. Sarah Bubbles is, for the record, back-to-back 2-time award winner there at Route 33. I think she is female superstar there or something like that, 2 years in a row.
Yep.
So,
I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Yep. That sounds right.
Troy and I won Match of the Year last year. I think it was Match of the Year on the award system. So listen, I will always sing the praises of Route 33, not just because of what they've done for Troy and I, but like the production is always great. Jess, you're always on top of everything. You never have any questions about anything. She allows Troy and I to be ignorant in our promos and supports it. That's what we are. We're ignorant in our promos. If you watch our TikToks, if you get on TikTok, Everyday Rocks, we're dumb. And that's what we do in our promos. And we have a good time with it. So that's what I wanted this to be about. for those of you who don't know, again, we're Route 33, Spencer, West Virginia. Old school wrestling. That's what it is to me. That is they do a phenomenal job. And then jokes aside, Josh is just as much a part of it as anything else. Josh is amazing. I didn't want to put him over, but God, I love that man. Like I oh man, I love him. Love him. I love him more that he hates Smarty. That's my favorite part about him. Just kidding.
Smarty's safe now.
Oh, you got him back. You got him back. Okay. Wait, where's mine?
Probably-
How'd you do that?
This
Where
one's
did-
not
where
yours.
did mine
It
go?
doesn't have the signature on it. It's not.
Where did mine go?
certified.
I know mine's signed. Just yeah, mine.
That's
is signed.
that's how we know it's the real one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel really bad because I'm like holding him by his. Never mind. All right.
Holding him by wait, what?
Holding him by the GoPro.
Holding him yeah, by the Smarty mark.
Yeah, we need Brock's wrestling buddy.
I have Fungos up here. I don't have any wrestling buddies.
Do you actually have a Funko?
I have two. You know, hang on.
Oh.
And why don't I have one? Do you see all these Funkos behind me? Can you get me a Brock's Boulder Funko, please?
My oldest daughter had this made for me for Christmas last year or year before last. Hang on. Oh, fumble. Hang on. This is my favorite because I'm going to tell you a story real quick. And
it wouldn't be a watch along if Brock's didn't get the last promo or word.
You started the Fungo talk, bro. This is the Grappling Inc. Fungo box. This is me putting my daughter over, just for the record. My 20-year-old daughter. This is not a box that's made by anything. She went and had this printed at Office Max and cut it out and glued it together to make it look like a Fungo box.
Oh no way!
Nailed it, by the way. Haley Page, amazing. By the way,
yeah.
She killed it. Yep, glued it all together. Look at this. That looks like it. I mean, she printed it all out.
That's awesome.
She's pretty freaking awesome, and she's mine. Haha.
Wow.
I know somebody has a 3D printer. If he can send me something, I can have him 3D print it for you, Mike.
Okay, that'd be pretty cool.
We started 3D printing brass knuckles and stuff here at the school because they were 3D printer. We did. Yeah, I got your attention, didn't I? Got your attention. Any other questions for this amazing lady right here?
I was going to say really quick before we go, thank you so much, amazing boss lady, for coming on, having those matches. They were absolutely amazing. We'll have to get down sometime to definitely see a show. Before we go, though, Rusty, did you have any last questions?
No, I was just going to say where can they find Route 33 at and everything? And
on Route 33.
On Route 33. Yeah, that is true. We are located on Route 33. We are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube right now. Those are our three main ones. We were on Twitter. We're on Blue Sky and Threads, but it's so hard to keep those updated. So Facebook is the main one. Instagram, the second one. You can find matches and promos on YouTube. We do have a PayHip account that is slowly but surely we are moving it over to Patreon since people don't know what PayHip is. That's kind of a work in progress. So that'll all be posted once it's available. But I will definitely send that stuff to you guys or post it so you guys can share it. And and thank you for having me on. I'm really happy to be able to share those matches. Those are probably my top three, although I do have a lot of other favorites. So
that may or may not involve Brock's.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
You know, all I know is all I know.
Before we go, and also thank you for the plug as well, because you mentioned Patreon. Where can they find your page? Oh, Jesus God. Is that a real American beer? Where can they find your Patreon at?
It's not up yet. It's in progress. So.
Perfect. So is ours. If you didn't hear, our wonderful fearless leader, Mr. Brady Owens, announced a couple weeks back that we are launching our first ever WSN Patreon, where you can get exclusive content. There's going to be a bunch of cool shows and things on there. No, Brox, this isn't what you think. We will be able to announce that very, very soon. I promise you. I know you're itching at the bit. However, I do have something very special to share with you right now. That's right. We, exclusively on Patreon, will have a wrestling trivia game show that will be available at the $1 tier. And one of these people in this chat, or this video virtual thing, brain's not working. Someone, maybe a contestant on that you might want to look forward to watching.
Oh boy.
It's going to be a very good time. We'll have more information in the coming weeks, but make sure that you stay tuned for something I'm very excited about. WrestleBrania. What?
Can I add one little thing? Just one little thing.
What? Oh, God.
You don't know who that person is.
We don't. They could be anywhere. Anywhere.
But if there was a teammate of that person that was going to be with them, you would have to argue to figure out who the bigger diva was going to be. That's right.
It's almost as if they were a champion of divas.
Of divas.
We'll have to figure out who.
Hopefully, we don't have them all. Hopefully, we don't have
Jesus.
Hopefully, he said it. It's me.
Oh my god.
Oh God! Thank you, Rusty. That made my whole night. Anyway, I didn't know the freaking. Never mind. Well, that has been Watch Along. It's been great to be back. Make sure that you tune in for Hitting the Ropes with Brock's Boulder every Wednesday. Make sure you tune in for A Bear's Thoughts. Make sure you tune in for whatever the fuck Rusty just did there. Make sure you tune in to the Wrestling Society News every Sunday morning as well. Boss Lady, please, thank you so much. Please check her out, Route 33 Wrestling, on all social platforms, and look forward to their Patreon coming up soon as well. We love you all, except for Brock's. I can do that too.